I promise this isn't as bad as it looks based off the title of what it's called. But a big thank you to Out Loud Daydream. Tara, you're the best. Thank you so much. But this is WOLFDÓR, the winking Skeever house roast. It is inspired by Skyrim. How dare, Srath. That kind of language during my roast rates? No audacity. But your beans, they're tiny. They're small boys. They are flavor infused, so they are darker than normal. Look at them beans. I thought I wasn't going to have enough because they only gave me 100 grams. Hi, Grace. Good time to come back indeed. Small but mighty.
Hi, Poop.
Hi, Grace. So I know. But what we're looking for here is a chocolatey hazelnut, which I'm kind of excited for. We're not getting a lot, but I think it's going to be a fantastic bean. But thank you, Tara, for your continued support. You have redeemed so many of these. And oh, I didn't. Why didn't you guys tell me I had a big blotch of grease on my face? But thank you so much. I appreciate you. But yeah, 10,000 channel points to make me drink this coffee. Got some peach fuzz too. I mean, more like an Audubon. But came in this burlap sack. Really interesting. But a real pain in the ass to take out of that. But the winking Skeever, oh my, is the most famed inn of solitude, known for its warm beds and cold, refreshing mead. However, new flavor among Skyrim travelers and Imperial city guards is this rare chocolate caramel roast. Combination of the spices and flavors of caramel, cocoa, and Arabica. I really need to stop just trying to pronounce this stuff. The beans after simple peasants of Skyrim. A taste of foreign lands. So a little bit of Skyrim lore there. Role playing. But yeah, a bean that is inspired by Skyrim. And it smells delightful. You really have the hazelnut smell come through. Oh, shrubs. I lied. I had another hat. I could have put another one on. I'm sorry. But the hazelnut is just what you get the smell of. And it smells delightful. I'm so looking forward to this. Chocolate hazelnut and caramel. Yes, please. That sounds like a cup of deliciousness. But Josh. They suck this year too. It's been rough to watch them. But Tara, thank you so much. It's so good. The flavor's kind of delayed too. Because I was about to say not very strong, and then I was like, oh, here it comes. It's coming on. Yeah, it's very muted at the beginning. That is quite the trip. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. Like, oh. It's really mute on the beginning. And then it just kind of like crescendos up into the hazelnut caramel. It's good. It's so good. Eat the beans. Eat the beans. No. I only have enough for one more pot. I ain't wasting none of these beans. And I know Mother is going to want to try it, so. I've eaten plenty of coffee beans before. One bean. You want me to eat one bean? Celebration of the 100th roast rate. I figured you guys would get on the train as soon as I said I didn't want to do it. One bean. Cheers. Delightful. Dance, streamer, dance. I can't believe we've done 100 of these. But very muted taste at the beginning. Crescendos up. And as the taste like envelops your mouth. You know what the worst part about eating a coffee bean is? Is you just get grinds in your teeth for fuck all forever. But really crescendos, and at the peak crescendo, the chocolate and caramel come in and really accent your hazelnut. Honestly, not really. It's probably got a little bit of a bite to it, but for the most part, it's a fairly smooth cup of coffee. Usually with all of these flavor infused beans, you have that because the syrup is naturally sugary. But for me, like, bitterness is king. I love me a good dark roast. It's got a lot of bite to it. But when you have these flavor infused beans that we've been doing a lot of, you don't get that bite just because. So I will agree with you, Beardy, the natural chocolate notes, because normally a chocolate note comes from a darker roast. Usually when you're doing that, you're looking at some Guatemalan beans. You'll get the Sumatra beans have that flavor too. Those typically need to be roasted darker. So I will agree with you that if you have a naturally occurring chocolate note, that would lead to an acidic bite. But because these are artificially flavored instead of being roasted to get that flavor out, you don't have to fight that acid. Because the syrup naturally sweetens the coffee. But either way, regardless, it's still delightful. There's been plenty of those Sumatrans that I get from the Bean Man that are just absolutely amazing. I mean, we've done 100 taste tests, 100 ratings of coffee, and I thought about it. If I hadn't been so dumb, not dumb, but if I would have thought about it, I would have made like a highlight of our experiences with this, and I probably still will, to put up on YouTube or whatever. But just as a thank you for all you guys. I mean, the amount of channel points that we've spent on coffees, you know, that you guys have requested me to do, and there's been so many highlights. The pickle coffee, the mud water, the pinto bean. The pinto bean.
Hey there, Pooks.
Hey there, Pixie. How you doing, buddy? The mushroom, yeah, the mushroom was interesting. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Pinto, yes, the pinto.
What do you call the ghost of a chicken? A poultry, guys.
Poultry, guys.
German sausage.
New year, new type of bean. What do you mean? No, we're not doing
alcohol and literature.
We aren't gonna do like.
Mockingbird.
Look, you guys have the ability. Tea beans. We've done. I can't believe it's not coffee tea before. We have done a tea on the channel. That was thanks to Alpha. We did do that one. That was one of the first ones. Trix redeemed that one. No, this is not a tea rate. This is a coffee rate. If you want a tea rate, hey Fenris, how we doing? And I got 9K to watch out. I am not surprised, Grace. I'm not surprised. How we doing, Fenris? Big ol' shout out to Fenris Wolf. I hope you had a fantastic New Year's, my friend. But good. This is a 10. This is easily a 10. It's got all of my favorite flavors into it. It's got a very unique taste that I've got no complaints about. At first I thought I was going to talk about how mute the flavor was, but as soon as I went to talk about that, it just exploded into amazingness. I wish it wasn't $20 for 100 grams. I am talking about coffee. Tira will be in tears. So happy for... But, no, delightful, amazing cup of coffee. Would recommend anybody who has that bit of sweet tooth. I believe full-heartedly that this is a cup of coffee my father would not have to add equal to. Because, like I said, the flavors do negate the bitterness that is the coffee. But absolutely delightful. I got a French press for Christmas that I think would be interesting. But I feel like a French press would be better if it was naturally flavored. I'd be concerned because the way French presses work is they use the coarser bean. That way the flavor doesn't get out of control in the preparation method. So I feel like a flavored bean wouldn't do too much in a French press to change flavor, because all your flavor comes from the syrup. So I don't think that would be... I don't know. I got to figure out what bean I want to break out that French press on. I'm not sure. But we will figure that out. But thank you very much, Sarah, for your redemption. And thank you for another amazing coffee. Even if it is Skyrim based. I guess I shouldn't say even if it is Skyrim based. That's kind of a cool little side note of it as well. I also realized why I never saw the grease there. Because I'm normally looking this way to look at you guys on the screen with the chat. So it's constantly getting hidden every time I look over at the camera. I can't see it because my face is away. But thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed. A big old 10. I think that's her second 10 too. Delightful. Thank you so much. Well, let's get back to